Alrighty, greetings and salutations everyone. I am as always darthdevious, bringing you another video review, this time from Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class, Optimus Prime. And here he is in his truck mode, and we'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at his box real quick. You know, he's Predaking on the box. There's Optimus, you know, the heroic Autobot commander equips powerful new weapons and armor for the coming battle with the almighty Predaking. And there's his tech specs. Alright, and on the back, product shots. Another product shot. Now, I have seen, they've been floating around the web, and people probably have seen it, that in Season 3, there have been shots of him in battle with this look. So, it's quite possible that, yeah, he does end up looking like this in the show. I know he was badly damaged at the end of Season 2. If you haven't seen the end of Season 2, I'm sorry to spoil it for you. But with Season 3 starting up like any day now, you know, what are you waiting for? Anyway, yeah, so let's get the box out of here. We don't need it! And here's his, you know, quote-unquote truck mode. Not sure what they were going for. It's kind of just a folded-up Optimus Prime with wings slapped on the side. Honestly. It's not bad from the front. The green windshield's a little distracting. I'm probably going to paint that black, like the CGI model. I'm going to also silver up the rims just because make it look nicer. Now mine, for some reason, neither of the front wheels wants to move very well, so he doesn't roll very well. The back ones are fine, front ones don't roll very well. Let me get his weapons off of here. Now I do have some problems with this figure right off the bat, right out of the package, so I'll talk about them. Star Saber's cool. I will say, this is cool. It's not the color I would choose. I'm probably going to repaint this blade sort of a metallic-y bluish color to make it more like it was in Season 2, because I liked the way that looked. But, you know, I'll get to that eventually. I'm not going to do it anytime soon. These are kind of cool. The missile launchers, and you can do it like that, and you can kind of say, oh, they're crossbows. Something like that. You know, they're cool. And they double as, like, you know, jetpacks in robot mode, which is cool. Get them out of the way real quick. And you can see here, basically on the top, his arms, his legs, and like I said, and there's his head. And he's a folded up Optimus Prime with wings slapped onto him. That was a pretty accurate description of him. He does have smokestacks, because he's a truck. The wings, you can unpeg them. And you can give him a flying truck mode. Especially if you put the weapons on, but I'm not going to do that right now. But of course that just opens him up and you can really see what's going on there. Now, if you see here, this peg hole here, there are stress marks on that. That was from me putting the weapon in the first time. Because these are where it stores in robot mode. You can store his weapons. I have other stress marks on this thing already in different places. Some of them are in some of his, you know, transformation joints and things like that. Yeah. The quality on him, his plastic is not the best. It's not. It's just a few steps above knockoff quality, I will say. What can we do? Anyway. Put these back. I'm not going to plug him in because I'm going to transform him. So I'm going to transform him real quick, and then we'll take a look at his robot mode, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, here's Optimus in his robot mode, and It's not bad. This is definitely the stronger of the two modes. But yeah, it's just, he's a fairly large figure. I mean, he actually stands just slightly taller than the first edition version of Optimus Prime. I'd bring him down for a size comparison, but other people have done it already. You can really go see that if you want elsewhere. I know, you guys are watching me, so I should show it, but right now, I'm not gonna. He stands nicely, I'll give him that. And he's got a lot of nice, you know, ratchety joints here and there. So that's always cool. Ratchets are always nice when they're done right. When ratchets are done right, they're nice. Doesn't have a waist joint though. That's a shame. His shoulders, his arms could go all the way around the shoulders, but you know the wings get in the way. Swivel his bicep. He has almost a 90 degree at his knee or his elbow. He does have a wrist. His head just goes back and forth, but it's also on this thing. You know, so if you loosen it up, you can have him look up, which is good for like a flight mode. You know, pin and sockets here. He's got a rotation at the knee and a ratchet at the knee. Good knee. Feet pivot forward and back. That's about it. They don't go side to side, but they are molded so that he stands nicely. A little bit wide-legged. So that's good. And he's got huge feet, which, you know, really give him a lot of stability. Especially with that, you know, huge backpack he's got. So, you know. And, you know, he could obviously hold the Star Saber, which is cool. And you see in here, I don't know if you can see it, I've already got a stress mark on this elbow joint. That was in the package like that. There were a few others. I'm sure I'll come across them as I keep doing the review, but you know, these weapons you can, you know, plug into. You're supposed to plug like one at the top of his hand, one at the bottom of his hand. It's okay. I'm not really a fan of that. What I actually like doing is just storing them back here, and you know, they plug in there. And they're not cooperating right now. There we go. They want to launch. And and that way when you deploy his wings, which you can in this mode, give him the butterfly mode. I'm a butterfly. You know, and this is actually kind of cool when he's got his wings like this. And the wings, you know, they have some movement to them, forward and back, a little bit like that, up and down, stuff like that. So you got a little bit of movement. They look like they're backwards. I would have liked it better if this part of the wing was facing forward. I think it would just look better. They're made of this like soft rubbery plastic, so it easily gets warped. You gotta be careful with that. He's okay. There are better versions of Optimus Prime. There are worse versions of Optimus Prime. I'm looking at you, Energon Optimus Prime. But this one's okay. For Beast Hunters, you know, he's alright. I wanted him simply because he's Optimus Prime, and I like having, you know, at least the Optimus Prime from a different series, because you gotta have Optimus. Can I recommend him? Yes and no. It depends on how big of a fan you are of Optimus Prime in general. I mean, we'll see how it goes with the show. If he really does look like this in the show and they do it right, people may want him. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. He does have light piping. It's not the greatest because he's got green eyes, which I'm probably just going to end up painting over anyway. It's a light blue, because that's what they're supposed to be. He's Optimus. Yeah, so there you go. Beast Hunters Optimus Prime with a wing blade sort of backpack. Whoosh. I'm watching you, punks.